it's all over for Donnie Trump, baby. Not so fast. like Donald Trump's been accountable for anything his whole life. It's not going to start now, magically all of a sudden. It will not start now. It's just kind of silly to think this guy's going to be accountable for anything after everything we've witnessed and know about this guy. He's a fraud through and through. But he gets away with everything. He just does. And nothing matters anymore. He has all these enablers. He has all these sycophants and a strong cult of personality. And he's built up this reputation of a legit businessman. And it's all a joke. He's a joke. If you support Donald Trump, hello, fact, you're a joke. And the thing is, he won't be accountable for anything. That's just my end game result here. Even if they impeach him, nothing's going to happen to this guy. It's a two-tiered justice system. Don't even get me started about how there's no accountability up at the top. You think it's going to start now with Donald Trump? Yeah. Good one. Anyway, those are all side points. What's the main point here? The main point here is a sitting Republican congressperson came out on Twitter yesterday and said that we should impeach the president. Woo! That's a first. In 2.5 or so years, the GOP has been stunningly silent, stunningly tribal for their fearless leader. And now the dam is about to break. Congressperson Justin Amash from the state of Michigan read the full unredacted Mueller report and came to the conclusion that this president obstructed justice and should be impeached. Okay? That's still big news. Whether it's going to lead to anything, that's a whole nother conversation. But that's just huge in itself. So this is worth noting. This is worth going over. But yeah, is anything going to happen? Is anyone going to follow suit? He's in the Freedom Caucus. The Freedom Caucus is the Libertarian caucus within the Republican Party in the House. I mean, should they follow him? Yes, of course. But have you seen these guys? Have you seen Louie Gohmert? Have you seen Jim Jordan? These are the biggest bootlickers and ass sniffers of Donald Trump humanly possible. I don't think they're going to follow Congressman Amash anywhere. Okay. Hopefully some Democrats do, though, because if you don't know, Nancy Pelosi isn't even for impeachment. Other leadership is not for impeachment. Congressman Amash outflanked the leadership of the Democratic Party to the left. Congressman Amash is to the left of Nancy Pelosi. See, this is precisely why Trump wanted Nancy Pelosi. Because she's a right-wing Democrat. How many times do I have to go over this crap? These right-wing Democrats with no balls, they only care about working with the GOP, and that's it. Nancy Pelosi is just feckless, completely feckless as a leader to hold Donald Trump or the GOP accountable. Oh, her and Schumer need primaried in 2020. This is the last thing we do. So sick of these people. The tide has turned. It's time to get them out. Anyways, Congressman Amash deserves a lot of credit. Like I said, he's a libertarian, and I have some libertarian strands too. Like I consider myself a recovering libertarian. No offense to libertarians. I'm just saying it's not for me anymore. I feel like I graduated out of it, but it was a phase with me. It probably lasted like 8 years, and the things I retained from it are the important aspects here. Is that being anti-war, that stuck with me. Being anti-drug war, pro-legalization, and taking the principle of whatever consenting adults do behind closed doors is exactly nobody's business, okay? So I've retained some libertarian principles. And that's one thing I like about libertarians. A lot of them are principled, whether you agree with them or not. Some of them are outright just freaking nuts. But there's a lot of libertarians that I know personally even who are very principled to the Constitution, to the rule of law. And Justin Amash is one of those people. And I probably disagree with him on a host of issues. But he's dead on. He has the full unredacted Mueller report to back back all of this up. I hope other Congress people read it too, because I heard there was only a limited amount of people who would get to read it. So I guess it's going to come down to more Congress people reading this unredacted Mueller report. If we can get more conclusions like this, that would be awesome.